Good morning, sixth graders. Welcome to our technology class, week 35. So hopefully you're having fun with these sports coding projects. So we are this week getting to the halfway point. So we're going to be on activity number 4, and there's 8 of them. So my best advice to you would be, if you have fallen behind, please catch up this week, because it will be very overwhelming to do all of that code. Especially if there's 8 projects, and each of them, they do get, I think, a little bit harder with more code as the weeks go on. So please keep up. So let's take a look now. I'm going to see if we have any to share. So last week we had the net sports game. So that was a lot of fun, where you had to actually make the game. So I'm wondering, let's see. I'm going to see if I have anybody's here that got to the net sports. I'll click into some of them and see if anybody has it done. So please make sure you're doing file save now. You're saving it with the lesson number and your name. And so that way I know. Let me see if I can find somebody's. Gosh, did any of you guys do it? I sure hope we have some kids that did the net sports game. Let's see. Let's see if Eugene did it. Okay, so remember, the game should have the 2 players. So it looks like, Eugene, you have the 1 player here. So you guys have to learn how to add in 2 players, so that way you could actually play the game with 2 players, right? Because that's how the game would be. So please make sure to add in the code for 2 players, so it's actually a real game. Let me take a look at Jacob. I'm looking to see who actually did it. Okay, so I'm not actually seeing it in here with most people. Did you guys not do the net sports one from last week? Okay, I'm looking. Let's see. And Caitlin, let's see. Caitlin, looks like you have something started in here for it, except the code is not working yet because your character is not moving yet. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys might need to go back in there and fix the code. Let's see. Samantha, let's see, you got started on it. Let's take a look. And you're getting there. You got your 1 guy in, so that's good. Okay, let's see. The one before that was the sports commentary. So I'll click on some and see if some of you guys did those. So with net sports, it seems most of you still need to do that one. So I know I'm doing this the day before, so maybe you're all just planning on doing it today, I hope. Here's Samantha's sports commentary. So let's see, I'm just seeing anybody else in here that did that one. Actually, hang on a minute. Let me go to sports commentary. Let's see, we have 4 projects in here. Daniela did it. Okay, so we have Daniela. Hang on 1 sec. Okay, so let's see, we're going to look at Daniela's sports commentary. Let's see what she did. Hi, I'm Bob. Today we're at the cheerleading competition. Oh, let's see what they do. Press 1, 2, or 3. This will be tough. Wow, cool, nice. Okay, so she did a good job. Hey, great job, Daniela. Let's see who else did it. Joshua did his sports commentary. Let's take a look at it.
Hey. Hey.
Nice. And then we have Caitlin. Let's see if Caitlin finished her sports commentary. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Okay, Caitlin, I don't know. Did you add any code in? Not quite. Okay, so I think you're still working on it. Okay, so remember that you do have to submit the projects every week. So there's 4 people who did this one. And then the net sports, we look like a lot of people still need to do that one. So please make sure that you do that. And it's really fun. You can even make up your own projects. So Daniela informed me that she made her own project. So I'll show you guys. You can actually, just have fun with Scratch. Scratch is so creative. You can create your own things in here. Made her own little person, own little friend. Bob. Bob apparently loves to dance. Try not to laugh. We're trying not to laugh. So cute little animation there. Okay. So let's move on. This week we are doing actually a fitness gadget commercial. So I think you guys will have fun with this one. Get to make your own commercial. So I'm going to shut my video and let's get into this.
Hey team, it's time for Activity 4 of Google CS for Sports. In this activity, you'll imagine a fitness gadget and the features it might have. Fitness gadgets motivate people to sit less, move more, and get some exercise. The gadget could be worn anywhere, like on a person's head, wrist, arm, or shoes. Over the next few videos, you'll learn how to bring your fitness gadget to market by creating a commercial to persuade your family and friends to purchase one. As you build this project, you'll also learn about an important computer science concept called modularization. When you modularize something, you break it down into smaller pieces called modules. Computer scientists use modularization or modular programming to simplify programs by breaking them into smaller subprograms. When the modules are joined together, they make finished products like jigsaw puzzles and Lego creations. Check out this sweet video on how modularization is used to create customizable smartwatches. Modularization allowed the computer scientists on the Blocks team to work with small parts of the larger product's code, one section at a time. The code for the GPS module is separate from the code for the heart rate module. By writing code for each section separately, the team was able to find and fix problems by testing each part individually before shipping the product to millions of consumers. You will use modularization in a similar way to craft a commercial for your fitness gadget. By breaking down your commercial into smaller subprograms, you'll gain a better understanding of how some of the world's top fitness companies persuade customers to buy their products. To do this, you will use broadcast blocks throughout the project to add features to your fitness gadget commercial. Think about how you'd like a fitness gadget to improve your performance. What amazing things can you imagine? Will your gadget turn your data into powerful information by showing you how to become a more efficient cyclist? Improving your hand-eye coordination in boxing, or tracking how much yardage you cover with each swimming stroke. This example project advertises a gadget called the SportsWatch 9000. Most fitness gadgets fit into one of these 4 categories: headwear, eyewear, wristwear, and footwear. Choose one of these starter projects to begin your fitness gadget commercial. First, pick the Android sprite that will introduce and demonstrate your product. Then, delete the other sprite. You won't need it. The showcase sprite will be used to showcase your product at the end of the commercial. Alright, here's the game plan. First, choose a starter project. Then, select an Android sprite and delete the other sprite.
All right, so let's go take a look and see what our choices are. And you can choose the one that you really would like to do. So they have the headwear starter project. So I'll show you what that one looks like. This one. And remember, everything's customizable. You can make it the way you want it. So even if you like certain aspects, you can always change other ones. Here's this one. So if you want to do, that was the eyewear. Then they have the footwear starter project. And then they have the wristwear starter project. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this one. So then remember, I'm going to rename my project. So I have to go in here. I'm going to put my name. This is lesson number 4, fitness gadget commercial. And then I'm going to do file, save now. Please make sure that you do that, so your file gets saved, and then when I go in, I can see it and I can give you a grade.
In this video, you'll introduce and pitch your gadget. To start, select the Android sprite and use SayBlocks to explain your gadget and its features to the audience. What are the most important features of your product that people should know? Does your product measure something, like speed or jumping height? Does it boost strength or accuracy? Is it available in different colors or sizes? Do famous athletes already use this product? Is it affordable? These are some of the questions you might ask. In this example, the Android sprite says, "Hey, I used to play a lot of sports, but my shoes would slow me down. That's why I built the next big thing, the SportsWatch 9000. The SportsWatch 9000 is a smarter way to look at fitness. It's affordable, fashionable, and can be used anywhere." Once you've created the opening for your commercial, move on to the next video, where you'll demonstrate how the fitness gadget makes you a better athlete by performing various drills. Here's the game plan. Use SayBlocks to explain why your fitness gadget is so awesome.
Okay, so remember, everybody is going to have different things that theirs are going to say, because, oh, oops, what am I doing? I was trying to get it to the end. So everybody's going to have different things that theirs will say, because, you know, maybe you chose the sneakers. So you're just going to right now, under the when I receive introduce product, you can go into looks and get your SayBlocks and add as many as you want. So, you know, I might just make up, and just say, like, are you sick and tired of your ordinary watch doing nothing? And then I can have try the, and then I'll come up with something. I don't know, let's come up with a cool watch. Try the Motivation Watch 2500. This watch will motivate you to get up and go make your best day ever. Seriously, give it a try. I'm just making up something. So now it's like when I go into my program, it's going to broadcast what I just said, my Motivation Watch 2500. So you guys come up with names. Remember, you're pretending you're advertising a product. Come up with names, a little catchy gimmick. You know, why would people want to come and take a look at your product? What makes it different? You know, why would they want it? You're introducing it. So now let's go to the next video and let's come up with what we're going to do.
In this video, you'll demonstrate how the fitness gadget improves athletic performance. First, introduce the performance test that you're about to complete with a SayBlock. This example says, let's take the SportsWatch 9000 for a run. Next, use motion blocks to move the sprite around the stage. This example will use glide blocks from the motion menu. Every spot on the stage has an X, left and right, and Y, up and down position. To set the X and Y positions in the glide block, drag the sprite to a location on the stage. The glide block will automatically update the values based on the sprite's position. In this example, the sprite will run a few spots on the stage. Drag the sprite to where it should go, then place the glide block below the say block in the scripts area. Once you place the glide block in the scripts area, the numbers in that block won't change unless you type new ones. Test the code by clicking on the glide block. Wait, the sprite didn't move. Move the sprite to its starting position. The X and Y position in the GoToXY block will update to match its location. From the Motion menu, place the GoToXY block above the Say block. Click on the code again. The sprite starts in one spot, then glides to another. Great. Next, repeat the steps to make the sprite run to several locations on the stage. Move the sprite to a new location, drag out a glide block, and test. Nice. To make your sprite run faster or slower, change the seconds value in the glide blocks. Pretty sweet. The sprite runs around the desert, but you can make your sprite do anything by selecting a different backdrop and using glide blocks and repeat loops. In this example, the sprite gets ready for the race by jumping up and down. In this example, the sprite takes a quick swim through the ocean waters. In this example, the sprite heads over to the mountains and skis down the slopes. Now that your sprite has demoed the product, use say blocks to describe how the fitness gadget improved the athlete's performance. This athlete says, "Thanks to the Sportswatch 9000, I'm now the world's fastest Android." To make the sprite start the product demo at the right time in your commercial, use broadcast and wait and when I receive blocks. A broadcast block broadcasts or sends a message to another part of the program. A when I receive event sets up the other part of the program to get the message and run the code to make something happen. In this case, that's making the sprite run all over the place. Drag out the broadcast and wait block and snap it below the main stack. Click on the drop-down. There's no message for running, so click on New Message to create one. This message needs a name. It will broadcast when the sprite should start running. Name it something descriptive like Product Demo. Next, program the sprite to receive the message. From the Events menu, drag out the When I Receive block and snap it above the code stack you just created. To make sure the sprite is responding to the right message, check that Product Demo is selected in the drop-down menu. When the sprite receives the Product Demo message, it should run the code and start running around. Great. Now the sprite does the introduction after it gets the message, Introduce Product, then it runs around when it receives the Product Demo message. The broadcast blocks simplify your code through modularization by breaking it down into subprograms. A subprogram is a small stack of blocks that does one specific thing within a larger program. This allows you to add different features to your commercial without making your code too long or complicated. Alright, here's the game plan. First, drag the sprite to where you want it to move, then add a glide block. Do this as many times as you like. Add a go-to block to tell the sprite where to start on the stage. Add broadcast and when I receive message blocks so your code will...
Okay, so what we're doing, hopefully it makes sense, is they're using the broadcast blocks to break up your commercial, right? So you have your beginning part of your commercial where they introduce the product. Then they want to do another broadcast block where they have the demo. So you have to add, you have to add a product demo, and then you're going to actually start some code with that. So what do you want to happen when they're doing the demo? And that could be really anything, I mean, they just came up with something where they had it running around, but yours might do something else. So for example, maybe mine says, let's give it a try. Oh, now my internet is going crazy and saying it can't save. Okay, gotta love that. Oh dear, hang on a minute. I'm gonna lose the whole project now. Oh, hang on. Let me see, file. Bummer. All right, hang on one sec. All right, hang on, I lost some of it. I was able to get some back. Okay, so let me just get the broadcast block again. I'm calling it new message. Product demo, you gotta love this place. The internet, I don't know what happened. Okay, so product demo. So remember, I could start with anything here. So I could say, let's give the Motivation Watch 2500 a try. And then maybe I'll say, turn it on and your favorite song will start playing to get you going. And then I could even go in and I could add a favorite song, right? I don't know. And then I could add some movement to my Android. So for example, maybe some motion. Maybe I have, maybe I'll do a glide. I'll do a glide block. And then I could have, let's see. Oh, you know what I might do? I might do a next costume thing. Let me get a repeat 10 time block and next costume. Let's see if that works. All right, no, that's not gonna work. What do I want to do? Let me see if I put this here. So you might have to kind of play around with it. Let me see. I might go in and get, I'm gonna put that. Oh wait, no, I'm just testing this out. So it's trial and error. You have to kind of play around. Oh, she did the next costume, but then of course it didn't work. Here, wait, hang on one sec. Maybe I'll try repeating it more times because it seems like you couldn't really see the costume. Let's see. Oh no, now she's really going. So I'm just trying, I'm making up my own thing here. So obviously you make up your own thing, but you're just trying to pretty much go ahead and add, like make a little demo. Okay, so now let's try the next one.
In this video, you will add a tune that gets louder throughout your commercial until it's booming. By letting the beat build, you will capture how truly
they're adding
inspiring
sound
it is
now.
to use your fitness.
Just kind of did that.
Start by playing the music. Click on the Sounds tab and select a song. Drag out a Play Sound Until Done block from the Sound menu. Click on the drop-down and select your favorite tune. Press the stop sign to stop the song. Try a few different tunes until you find one you like. To ensure that your tune doesn't ever stop playing, from the control menu, place a forever loop around the Play Sound Until Done block. That makes your song play over and over, forever. Try it out. If your song doesn't play, make sure that you're using a Play Sound Until Done block, not a Play Sound block. Set the volume to start at its lowest setting. From the sound menu, Drag a set volume block into the scripts area and set its value to 1. This will start playing the song quietly. Click on this block stack. It will play very quietly. You might not be able to hear it. Click the stop sign to stop it. Next, add volume control. The volume needs to get louder as the song plays, so it needs its own block stack. To make the song get louder over time, change the volume by 1 forever. From the sound menu, drag out the change volume by block and type 1 in the value space. Then place a forever loop around it. Try it out. Click on the play sound until done block stack, then the change volume block stack. The tune gets louder and louder, but it happens really quickly. To change how quickly the beat reaches its loudest volume, add a wait block to the code. Test it by clicking on the volume stack, then the play music stack. The music slowly gets louder. Tinker with the wait time to slow down or speed up the volume change. From the Events menu, place a broadcast block before the broadcast and wait block that introduces the fitness gadget. That way, the song will play at the beginning of your commercial. Use the broadcast block rather than the broadcast and wait block. The broadcast and wait block will wait until the response to the message is finished before running any more of the program. And since the response uses a forever loop, the rest of the program would never run. Click on the broadcast drop-down menu and select New Message. Type Pump Up the Volume as the value. Both the music and volume stacks need to receive the Pump Up the Volume message. From the Events menu, place the When I Receive block above the music playing block stack. Click the drop-down to make sure it reads Pump Up the Volume. Follow these same steps for the volume block stack. Click on the flag to try it out. That sounds amazing. Before, you had to click on each block stack separately to make the song play and get louder over time. Broadcasting the same message to different block stacks accomplished something truly magical. Parallelism. 2 different pieces of code that ran at the same time. Parallelism is an important concept computer scientists use every day. It means that multiple block stacks are taking place in your program at the same time. Alright, here's the game plan. Play a song using the play sound until done.
Okay, so we were a little bit of a step ahead here. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to take out the sound because we're doing it separately. So just ignore that. And then what we're doing is we're adding another broadcast block. And we are we're calling it Pump Up the Volume. And then we're going to add our music in. So we're going to have our forever loop with the change the volume by 1. So you can go and get your forever loop, and then we'll get our change volume and we'll make it be 1. We'll get our wait block, and then we'll have to add our when I receive block and turn it into the pump up the volume. And then we need to get the when I receive set volume to 1% and play our sound. So when I receive pump up the volume, we're going to forever. And we need our sound. We're gonna set our volume to 1%. And then we're going to play our sound that we want. And then that should work. This shouldn't be in the forever loop. Okay, hang on. Okay. So now we have all of our sound set up. So I'm wondering if we test it out, what it will look like now. Are you sick and tired of your ordinary watch? Try the Motivation Watch 2500. Seriously, give it a try. I hear the music getting louder and louder. And then, let's see. thing that didn't happen yet is our demo. So let me go back and see what happened with the code there. I think I might have used the wrong block. Let me see. Let's see. Seems to work that way. So now let me try it again. I'm going to try running it now. So I'm just trying to figure out when the other broadcast block will come through. Seems to be a little bit of a delay. So that's always the fun thing with code. It can drive you crazy. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to take this out. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to start the broadcast again with that. Product demo. When I receive product demo, I'm just trying to figure out why this one is not working. Okay, hang on. Okay, so that's working. Introduces the commercial. Then we got the music going on. But we are just missing our product demo from showing up. Okay, there she goes. All right, so let's see. So we're really just trying to put together an entire commercial, which is interesting, right? So it's going to require a lot of trial and error. So I'm going to keep moving forward just because I want to show you guys the rest of the commercial.
In this video, you'll learn how to showcase your fitness gadget at the end of the commercial. This is how fitness companies get you to buy their product. They remind you of the product that they are selling so it's fresh in your mind next time you go shopping. To use this same tactic, click on the showcase sprite, drag out a show block, and connect it to a go-to front block. This moves the sprite in front of the other sprite. Drag a set effect block to the scripts area, select Ghost from the drop-down menu, and change the value to 100. When you click on the block stack, the sprite disappears. A ghost value of 100 makes the sprite invisible. Click on Clear Graphics Effects in the Looks menu to make the sprite reappear. Click on the block stack again so that the sprite remains invisible. In order to create a slow transition effect that causes the sprite to reappear gradually, drag out a Change Effect block and select Ghost from the drop-down menu. Then, place a repeat loop around the Change Effect block. Click on the block stack to test. Wait, nothing happens. That's because the ghost effect ranges from 0 to 100, and the effect has already been set to 100 using the previous block. Change the value in the Change Effect block to -2. Then, click on the block stack. The showcase sprite starts to appear. Sweet! Clicking on the stack a few more times allows the showcase sprite to fully appear on the stage. To avoid clicking the block stack 5 times to make the sprite fully appear, change the value in the repeat loop to 50. Clicking on the go-to front block stack hides the showcase sprite, and clicking on the repeat block stack makes it reappear. Connect these two block stacks to make these two actions happen one after another. Test it out. Sweet! To make your fitness gadget fade out after a while, duplicate the repeat loop and change the ghost effect to +2. Now throw a wait block between these block stacks and set the value to however long you want the gadget to remain on the screen. This example uses 5 seconds. Test it out. The fitness gadget fades in, shows for 5 seconds, then fades out. To personalize your project, click on the Costumes tab and add the name of the fitness gadget along with a tagline. Feel free to change the color of the backdrop so that your fitness gadget really pops at the end of the commercial. The code stack is a module. Give it a name by dragging out a When I Receive block and adding a new message like Showcase Product. Finally, tell your program when to run the Showcase Product module. Click back to the athlete sprite and drag out another broadcast and wait block. Select Showcase Product from the drop-down menu. Then, place it when you want the product showcase to appear. In this example, the product will showcase at the end of the commercial, so this block goes under the other broadcast blocks. Alright, here's the game plan. First, use Show and Go To Front blocks to make your sprite stand out. Use the Set Effect To, Change Effect By.
Okay, so we're just going to kind of go through line by line with the code here because I know it was a lot of code. So what you do need to remember is that we're going to the showcase. So you have to click here and make sure the blue box is around that, because otherwise you'll be adding code to something else and then it'll be a nightmare, because then you'll be like, I put all the code in and it's not working. So you have to always make sure you put it into the one that you want to code. So we're going to start with our show block, and then we want our set ghost effect block. So let's go and look for those blocks. So they'll be in the purple one. So we want our show block, and then we want to look for our set ghost effect block. So they have different ones here. So you want to use the ghost effect. And then you want to go to front layer. So we want to be able to get to that one. So they have different layers. And then we're going to do our repeat change ghost effect. So let's get a repeat block. And then we're going to get our change ghost effect. And we're going to have to think about what we're changing it by. So remember, like they said in the video, you can customize it however you want. We'll have a wait block, and then we'll have another change ghost effect, and we're going to make it appear, right? So interesting. Okay. Our repeat, and then our change ghost effect block. And so they used -2 and 2. So we can try that. I mean, you can honestly do whatever you want. Like, play around with it, have fun with it. It's totally, this code is creative, especially in this program. And so we're changing the effect to 100. And then remember, the thing that we do need to do is get the broadcast blocks. So we're going to need to go back to the main one. We need to get another broadcast block and pray that it works, because I was having problems with the other one. So let me get another broadcast block. And this time, whoops, I might need to move some of these. I'm going to rename this one. What did they call it? They called it Showcase Product. Showcase Product. And then I have to go back to my showcase. I have to get my When I Receive, and then I'm going to have Showcase Project. So now let me just see what that's going to look like. So there, it's going to look like that. But now, remember, you can go into costumes and you can customize. So if you want to make the background a color, you can totally do that. If you want to add text here, motivation watch 2500. You'll never be lazy again. I'm just making up my own little thing. So now if you watch that, okay, so now go back to there. Let's see. So now it says motivation watch, you'll never be lazy again. And then the commercial starts up, right? Okay, so let me just try to test this and see what happens. See what the commercial looks like. Okay. I'm just wondering. So what would happen next is, this would happen next. They would talk about, let's give them motivation. Watch her try, she does her little move. And then after she's done with that, then this would be the last part. Motivation, watch 25 reels, never be lazy again. And that would be the commercial. So then they do have some add-ons, which I'll show you guys, because you can get super creative.
Congratulations on coding your project. Now you have a chance to add some extra features to your fitness gadget commercial with the add-ons on this page. In Change Scene, move the Android through a variety of different environments to demonstrate that the gadget is all-terrain. In Weatherproof, add weather effects to showcase how rugged your gadget is. In Purchase Decision, code the sprite to ask if the buyer wants to purchase the gadget, then react to the answer. You'll be prompted in Fitness Coach to code your sprite to appear to have a pulse and talk about how the fitness gadget tracks its heart rate. Pick the ones you want to try. You don't have to go in order. Have fun adding some cool things to your project.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, if you decide that you want to do any of these add-ons, you can get 5 points for each of them. So you can get bonus points on your project. I don't want to make you have to do them. I just want you to do the basic code. So you're gonna have your Android, you're gonna add in your volume, your pump up the volume, your introduce product, your product demo, and your showcase product. And you'll put the code in for those. And then if you want to do any of the add-ons, you could get 5 points for each of them. So then that way it's not too overwhelming, because I feel like it is a lot of code just for the basic commercial. So if you just want to do the basic commercial, that's fine. If you do want to go a step further and get some bonus points, you can add in any of the add-ons, okay? But it'll be fun to watch everybody's commercial. So please put in some good effort into this. It'll be a lot of fun for me to put them on the video, and then for you guys to watch them, right? And see each other's commercials. So that'll be fun. And just to tell you, I record the video the day before. So if you do want it in anything in next week's video, I have to get it by, so for example, let's see, Wednesday, so by Tuesday. I would need it by Tuesday. But it's actually probably more like Monday, because then you're in school, so you're not like sending it to me. So, but otherwise it would have to wait until the next one. So if you're able to get it done early so we could show it next week, that would be fun. Otherwise, I guess we're kind of like a week behind in showing them, because I'm just realizing that now. So like, for example, next week, we'll look at the net sports ones that you guys did last week, because more of you will have them done. And then the following week, we could look at the commercials. So anyways, I know it gets a little bit tricky. Try to follow through. If it's any mistakes or things, no big deal. Just keep trying it over and testing it out, and see what could have gone wrong. And just have fun with it, because that's really the main thing. You just want to have fun with it. All right, guys. So we will see you guys next time. And if you have any problems or anything, you know where to find me. You can always come and I can help you. All right. Bye, guys.